Blinded Veterans Association, serving blinded veterans since World War II logo. This is a descriptive video of the 2017 72nd BVA National Convention. This is an aerial drone view of downtown Jacksonville, Florida, Hyatt Regency Hotel. Being greeted with a beautiful fountain and valet service under a vaulted covering left a great first impression as you enter a foyer with Art Deco in front of you. Morton Steakhouse to your immediate right. Trellis's Restaurant at your 10 o'clock. And a clearly marked sign pointing you in the direction of the front desk. Of course, there was a remarkable gift shop that was nestled between the sports bar and a very spacious and accessible area of 8 elevators to take you to your suite. A beautiful display of chandeliers hung overhead, an even more breathtaking display of heroes in Grand Ballroom 4. As members and guests attend the BVA President's Welcome Reception, enjoy their favorite drinks at the private bar, and partake in conversation with a deliciously prepared dinner suited for any special diet.
Good evening, this is Al Avina, the Executive Director for the Blinded Veterans Association here at the 72nd Blinded Veterans Association National Convention in Jacksonville, Florida. We just wrapped up our 72nd National Convention President's Dinner, where we had several speakers for some of our biggest sponsors of the organization that allow things like this to happen and make great experiences for our blind veterans, where we all had a very great meal, a great dinner, some pretty exciting speakers that talked about the latest technology, adaptive technology, and services that are being provided, and a very great keynote speech from Deputy Secretary Scott Blackburn, who is representing the Department of Veterans Affairs. He gave a pretty interesting speech. He said he was going to be long. He definitely was long, but he was very concise and thorough in everything that he said about what the VA is doing to transition into a more veteran-centric VA administration. So it was an exciting first evening. We got 4 more to go. So if you didn't make it, I look forward to seeing you next year. If you're listening to this now, enjoy it and keep doing what you got to do to follow the motto of blinded veterans helping blinded veterans.
Every section of the convention was accessible with an accommodating staff on hand. An essentially located escalator pointed all members and guests to the second floor, where BVA staff welcomed you with a bag of gifts at the registration table. There were detailed floor plans and clear schedule of events on walls throughout the facility. Throughout the day, people flocked to the BVA Auxiliary Auction, where they could bid on a plethora of items such as jewelry, collectibles, household items, and so much more. At noon on Thursday, members and guests arrived in Grand Ballroom 4 to fellowship and enjoy a splendid and fulfilling meal at the Father Carroll Luncheon. Mike Hudson, American Printing House for the Blind, was the keynote speaker.
My name is Paul Mims. I'm one of the officers on the board of directors. Currently, I'm the secretary, and I'm going to be running for president in the upcoming elections on Friday. I do have to say, though, that this Father Carroll Luncheon, the main speaker, Mike Hudson, was beyond just inspiring. He gave a rendition of one of Father Carroll's speeches, and I have to say that it was still inspiring today, some 40 years later. The words he said most heavily apply today, just as they did back then. And I have to admit, I'm leaving somewhat inspired after listening to it. I hope it sets the tone for the rest of the convention and for the elections that are coming up, and that we move forward in the spirit of moving forward.
In general sessions, members could be interactive while voting for changes and new national board members. Image of 2 presidential nominees. Image of 2 vice presidential nominees. Image of 3 secretary nominees. An image of 3 treasurer nominees. Image of the newly elected officials swearing into office.
My name is Joe Parker. I'm the newly elected President and CEO of the Blinded Veterans Association. I proudly took the helm tonight, had the gavel passed to me, and we're looking forward to serving all of our blinded veterans, members or not, and doing everything we can to look after these guys and give them what they deserve and what they need. Thank you.
So whether you go to the rooftop to hang out by the pool or get a workout in a state-of-the-art fitness center, you can still enjoy a drink and socialize with your fellow veterans at the end of every night in the hospitality suite.
I'm Sean Wilbur from Omaha, Nebraska, representing the Blinded Veterans Association Nebraska Regional Group. This is around my 5th convention I've been to. And out of all the places that they've had them over the last couple of years, I find that right here in Jacksonville is probably the best I've been to so far. I enjoyed the town, I enjoyed the people, I enjoyed the restaurants they have surrounding this hotel. And it's going to be hard to find a place in future years that beats what happened at this convention. Thank you.
Image of member posing with Scott Blackburn. Image of current and newly elected board members. Image of guide dog. Image of national president giving award. Image of national president speaking at podium. Image of reserve table. Image of Operation Peer Support sponsored guests. Image of hospitality suite. This has been a 2017 presentation of the 72nd BVA National Convention. Thank you for watching. For more information, visit Blinded Veterans Association, 125 Northwest Street, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314, or go to the website at www.bva.org, or call our office at 1-800-669-7079.